David De Gea turns down Manchester United's new contract offer as they try to cut down his mammoth £375,000 per week wages, but talks are expected to reach a positive end. David De Gea has reportedly turned down the offer of a new contract at Manchester United ahead of his deal expiring at the end of this season, but negotiations with the Spanish stopper are expected to reach a positive conclusion. When he signed his current deal in September 2019, United agreed to pay De Gea £375,000 a week, meaning he became the world's highest-paid goalkeeper. The 32-year-old moved to Old Trafford from Atletico Madrid in 2011 and has gone on to rack up more than 500 appearances for the club. After a tricky start to this campaign, De Gea has been in fine form and recently surpassed Peter Schmeichel as the club's all-time record holder for clean sheets with 183. However, according to The Athletic, while United want to extend his deal, they are focused on reducing his huge salary, something De Gea realizes he must accept if he wants to remain at the club. The report states that at the time of signing his current deal, the arrival of Alexis Sanchez on a deal of more than £400,000 per week, along with his status as United's only no-one gave De Gea leverage in talks with then-Chief Executive Ed Woodward. After initial question marks about whether the 32-year-old could be Ten Hag's long-term no-one, the Dutchman has appreciated the contribution De Gea has made this season with a string of sensational saves at big moments in matches. For example, the Spaniard stopped to deny Kelechi Iheanacho's header in United's 3-0 win over Leicester was named as the Premier League Save of the Month for February. As a result, Ten Hag wants the keeper to continue at Old Trafford. The report outlines how De Gea has received a good proposal but believes his form and match-winning contributions demonstrate he is still one of the Red Devils' most important players and an appropriate salary should be paid. While De Gea has failed to convince at times when playing out from the back, Ten Hag is known as a pragmatic coach who has learned to appreciate the keeper's worth while acknowledging that his distribution is something that he continues to work on. As a result, instructions have been adapted accordingly, and after a particularly erratic display of distribution in their 4-1 win over Real Betis earlier this month, he provided his support to De Gea. Ten Hag said, "I can't ignore, but we have seen many games he did really well. David is working on that. He is improving and he will keep improving, I'm sure." There is likely to be change elsewhere in the goalkeeping department this summer, with the report also stating how Dean Henderson, who has spent the season on loan at Nottingham Forest, could be sold, with United determined to get better at selling players at the right time. Henderson has 2 years left on his deal and 2 clubs have reportedly shown interest over a permanent move after an impressive run of form for Steve Cooper's side. Elsewhere, after the failed loan move of Martin Dubravka, who was signed to challenge De Gea before returning to Newcastle in January, backup Tom Heaton is out of contract at the end of the season, while Jack Butland has yet to feature since joining on loan from Crystal Palace in January. United returned to action on Sunday when they faced Newcastle in a crunch clash in the battle for the top 4. In other news, Man United boss Erik ten Hag given food for thought as 2 stars threaten Bruno Fernandes. Erik ten Hag has been given food for thought over 2 of Bruno Fernandes' responsibilities at Manchester United. Fernandes has captained the Red Devils and takes many of their set pieces, but could now be challenged by 2 of his teammates. Fernandes' leadership qualities have been strong scrutinized this season, with many feeling he lacks the character to be the captain in the absence of Harry Maguire. Pressure has been placed on Ten Hag to strip him of the role, especially following his dismal performance in the 7-0 thrashing by Liverpool. "I've had enough of him throwing his arms around at his teammates. I've had enough of him not running back. He whinges at everybody," United icon Gary Neville said after the game. "He's got to put a captain's performance out there, and that wasn't a captain's performance by a Manchester United player. I think Erik ten Hag will deal with him very strongly in this next 24-48 hours. Ten Hag might have seen that Casemiro captained Brazil this week and could choose the former Real Madrid star as his next skipper. Casemiro joined United several games into the campaign, and the Red Devils coach might have felt he did not have the leverage to replace Fernandes with a new signing." The Dutchman also defended Fernandes amid criticism of his leadership. He said after the Liverpool drubbing, "He's giving energy to the team, not only running a lot at the highest intensity but in the right way and right direction. He's coaching players, he's an inspiration. But no one is perfect, everyone makes mistakes. We have to learn and he has to learn. He will because he's intelligent. I'm happy to have Bruno Fernandes in the team and he will be captain when Harry isn't on the pitch." Fernandes also faces competition to take free kicks at Old Trafford. Loanee Marcel Sabitzer scored an outrageous goal for Austria last Friday during their 4-1 win over Azerbaijan. Sabitzer, who is on loan from Bayern Munich but has been linked with a permanent switch, curled home a brilliant 25-yard set piece for Ralf Rangnick's side. The 29-year-old might demand that he takes more of the free kicks at United after bagging the wonderful effort. It gives Ten Hag a big decision to make over Fernandes's responsibilities. With Maguire supposedly heading to the Old Trafford exit, the United boss could need to name a new captain next season. Casemiro will have been at the club for a year and could therefore make a stronger argument to be made captain. Fernandes's position as the main set-piece taker also remains under threat from Sabitzer. Did enjoy the video? Why not smash the like button and also subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates on Manchester United.